to the world champions. Your world champions, Canada!
Amazing, isn't it? All of this, watching it, seeing the images. They lifted the trophy. They did it. The moment, and it's okay for those of you who may never have thought this moment would come. And now it has. Canada is right there with the world powers as champions of the Billie Jean King Cup.
Absolutely surreal moment right now, watching this trophy ceremony to see how...
What are you thinking about? You're watching all that happen, what are you thinking about?
How far tennis has come in Canada as a nation on the men's side, but the women have their spotlight right now. And I'm rewinding back to the zonal qualifying, the years of grinding and making our way into the world group, and now to see this group of women.
And there is the payoff. $2.4 million for the world champs. More than $9.5 million in prize money will be distributed to all the teams. That is equal to what the Davis Cup prize money is later this month.
All thanks to Billie Jean King herself and what she's done for this sport, and what now Team Canada gets to enjoy.
The fruits of their labor. Leila Annie Fernandez in 2019 was a 16-year-old kid who made her debut in this competition, and now she has led Canada to the top of the tennis world. No pressure, fellas. The women just did it. Now you've got to repeat. The Davis Cup quarterfinals begin 9 days from now. Canada, Finland. We'll have it for you on Sportsnet 1. Wow. Wow.
Just wow.
Canada is among 11 countries in the world to win both the Davis Cup and the Billie Jean King Cup. And that program got it done today. When they lifted the trophy, I looked over at you and you were just staring at the monitor. It's like you were trying to process what had just happened.
Yeah, I said it before, the best way to describe this moment is it's surreal. I mean, this is a country that's come so far, and to see and watch every single match here and see what this team has been able to do this week against all odds in some ways, taking down team after team and behemoths of team like the Czech Republic with multiple Grand Slam champions, and this lady right here, Leila Annie Fernandez, Captain Canada, as you perfectly named her, just the undisputed MVP, and Marina Stekušić coming in as a rookie. I mean, as a rookie.
As a rook.
With ITF experience, 1 or 2 tournaments on the WTA Tour, coming in here like she owns the place and paving the way to history. It's remarkable. It's the best word. This is surreal.
And there they are, the Canadian players standing arm in arm with Billie Jean King herself. A shout out to Mike Devlin on the far right, who's been such a big supporter of tennis through the years in our country. Conchita Martinez also with the group. Jeannie's ready to go party. Jeannie's saying, let's go. They're going to pose for a few more photos. There's Gabby Dabrowski. She's the veteran on the team. Dabrowski and Fernandez got that huge doubles win yesterday to knock off Czechia. And Dabrowski, who won the U.S. Open this year, said, maybe winning Billie Jean King Cup is even bigger than that slam for me. At Augusta National, they award a green jacket. These young women are about to be presented a navy blue coat on the court in Sevilla.
The winning team will now be presented with their Billie Blue jackets by Billie Jean King.
Y a continuación, Canadá va a recibir la chaqueta azul de Billie Jean de manos de la mismísima Billie Jean King.
The winning team in the 2023 Billie Jean King Cup by Cambridge finals will be only the second professional women athletes to be awarded a jacket, a garment that must be earned. It provides an additional reward for the winning team and an added inspiration for young girls to represent their country in the Women's World Cup of Tennis.
El equipo ganador de la Billie Jean King Cup by Cambridge es el segundo equipo profesional femenino en recibir una chaqueta, una prenda que se han ganado fruto de su esfuerzo y de su trabajo. Se trata de una recompensa adicional para el equipo ganador y será una inspiración adicional para que las jóvenes quieran representar a su país en la Copa del Mundo del tenis femenino.
Tory Burks designed the winner's jacket for the World Champions. The jacket is Billie Blue, a colour that Billie Jean King wore a lot through her career, including in the famous Battle of the Sexes match. Billie has written a message to the teams stitched inside the jacket. She says it represents more than just a jacket. It represents ambition, gender equality and love. It's making history.
Tory Burks diseñó la chaqueta de las campeonas del mundo. Es azul rugby, un color que ella vistió mucho a lo largo de su carrera, incluso en la famosísima batalla de los sexos. Billie ha escrito un mensaje a los equipos cosido dentro de la propia chaqueta. Representa la ambición, la igualdad de género y el amor. Se trata de hacer historia.
These scenes are just beyond belief, especially when you think about the journey that Canada has been on in our tennis history. Let's not go back that far. Think about 15 years ago. The women's team was down in Paraguay and Uruguay trying to get out of the web of the zonal competition. The men's team in Toluca, Mexico in Davis Cup qualifiers. And on the ATP and WTA tours, nobody was making a flicker. Michael Downey came in as the CEO of Tennis Canada, and he made high performance the priority. National tennis centers were built in Montreal and Toronto. It was full-time for junior players who were identified to come do school and fitness and tennis and be on a trajectory to get to the world's elite. It took a while. And then Milos arrived on the men's scene, and he started to do a little bit. And then the Davis Cup team was able to sneak into the world group, and that's when you started to hear a little bit more about what was happening with the program. Remember Raonic with the Davis Cup? Let's go back and show you some of these photos. Look how young Milos is here. And the next thing you knew, he was standing on center court, a finalist at Wimbledon. That happened a couple of years after Jeannie Bouchard first did it at the All England Club. And who will ever forget 2019, Bianca Andreescu lifting that U.S. Open trophy, beating Serena Williams, and in 2021, Leila Annie Fernandez being right there on the final Saturday. Then last year, world champions in Davis Cup, and today, Leila Annie Fernandez and company have done it. They're Billie Jean King Cup champions. In only a decade and a half, a complete turnaround for a sport in our country. What a journey it has been with so many different people who have been part of it. Sharon Fitchman is one of the longest standing national team members. When you reflect on the journey and you think about where it was and where it is now, what do you make of all of this?
I mean, it's a remarkable story. And when you break it down as beautifully as you did, Arash, I was fighting back tears. You know, we've come a long way in Canada, and it's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears from people that have been part of the organization, from the players that I've seen, and also been one of those players, blood, sweat, and tears, and a lot of injuries that came with it to get here. But my goodness, we have so much to be proud of as a nation. And today, I mean, unbelievable, surreal moment.
How does this
for,
happen? You get up
Canadian
at 10,
tennis,
and
just,
6 hours later you're
wow,
here. Like,
from Leila Annie Fernandez,
what goes
Marina
on?
Stakušić, Gabby Dabrowski, and all the other players that were involved, Heidi Altabach. It was just a surreal moment.
You know what else didn't exist a decade and a half ago? In my hometown of Truro, Nova Scotia, there was never an indoor tennis facility. Now, over the last decade or so, they've had a bubble. And there are 2 young players from my hometown, about 15,000 or so, who are in the National Tennis Center pipeline. That was never fathomable. When I was growing up, these images, we could never have even imagined they would be possible either. It has been a terrific week of tennis here on Sportsnet. If you've missed any of it, we're going to play it back. The 2 singles matches from today for you from Spain, where Canada has become world champions in women's tennis. Partner, it's been a lot of fun. What a great week.
What a great week.
They've done it. They're Billie Jean King Cup champions. And so for all of us here at Sportsnet, we say thank you for watching. Canada has an automatic ticket back to the finals next year by virtue of being gold medalists. Let's look back one last time on the week that was in Spain. The journey to supremacy in world team tennis begins today for Canada at the 2023 Billie Jean King Cup Finals. The story to open the competition. Marina Stakušić of Toronto gets the nod, and this is Heidi Altabach rolling the dice.
Such a dream come true for Stakušić.
Marina Stakušić can do no wrong.
Bold, gutsy tennis from the young Canadian.
The next one has arrived. Marina Stakušić takes down Spain in her Billie Jean King Cup debut.
Tried to have great energy from the beginning and just show that I belong here.
Leila Annie Fernandez has been so dominant in the Billie Jean King Cup. So a lot of firepower behind that forehand.
And Canada has taken down Spain. Life comes at you fast. This Canadian team has elevated expectations quickly. Ultimate goal is now to win this whole thing, and that's the mission they now have.
Potentially making history for Canadian tennis.
Marina Stekušić of Toronto, she has the world of tennis on notice. And what an answer from Marina Stekušić. Game on. Marina Stekušić is on a roll.
She is on a mission.
And Marina Mania is here.
It's seriously been such an amazing experience so far, and I'm looking forward to keep going.
Leylah Annie Fernandez, the leader of our team. She's come out swinging, she's coming out firing, she's coming out aggressive. Canada makes history. Next up, the semifinals. Leylah's playing some of the best tennis I've ever seen her play. Captain Canada does it again. Leylah Annie Fernandez has just shocked the world number 7.
I love Billie Jean King Cup tennis. It's the World Cup of tennis, and it definitely brings out the best in everybody.
Doubles to decide who will play for a world championship. Could this actually be happening? Canada will play for a world championship. Canada will face Italy, a world championship on the line. And another money forehand.
How does she do it?
Marina Stekušić has shocked the tennis world again.
Oops, I did it again. That kind of portrays you're weak here.
I think it definitely does, for sure.
Marina, ice in her veins. Stekušić.
Leylah, in the biggest moments, that's when she plays her best. Flawless. Leylah Annie Fernandez is one set away from making history. And Canada stands alone atop the tennis world. Champions of the Billie Jean King Cup. So here we go. Canada in the finals of the Billie Jean King Cup for the first time ever. Marina Stekušić of Canada.